So looking at this current Bitcoin price action, you can see guys, since we have already lost the support, the key line of support from this rising trend line, will it also continue this trend towards 20,000 to 22,000 in the immediate short term or in the upcoming days? Yes, this 20,000 to 22,000 is going to be looked as our next price objective for Bitcoin, because we have lost the support around rising trend line. And why this matters, because if you simply look at this price structure here from the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin was above this rising trend line, everything looked normal. But once we lost the support from this rising trend line, you can see the price after that started showing this bearishness. And whenever after reaching the price objective from this rising trend line, the price started showing relief rally, again things look normal. But when we lost support from this rising trend line, the price started heading towards the target from this rising trend line. So what I'm trying to show you, if you look at this one here, from the top, right, from the top till the rising trend line, if you measure the price objective, you can see the price of Bitcoin came exactly, right, exactly at the target line and started showing this relief rally. Now if you do the same from this top till the rising trend line, you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin came exactly at the price objective from this rising trend line. And after that, you can see, and after that we started showing some relief rally. But if you simply look at this relief rally and also add Fibonacci retracement from the top till the bottom line, you can see this relief rally ended when the price approached between 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci line. And you know, during this relief rally, if we get rejection around the 0.5 to 0.618, that could turn out into a dead cat bounce. And it did happen. You can see price after this relief rally ended this uptrend between 0.5 to 0.618 before breaking here to the downside. Here in our case, you can see the price was holding this rising trend line support. It looked normal. Now since we are below it, this is flashing another warning sign, because according to the price objective from this rising trend line, you can see if this here is a breakout to the downside, then our next potential target is going to be around 22,000 to 22,500 range, because we know it's not just only the target from this rising trend line, but also if we take the Fibonacci retracement from this high till this low, then you can see just like this relief rally which ended between 0.5 to 0.618, in our case this relief rally also ended exactly between 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci line. And now we are seeing this corrective movement. So according to the dead cat bounce, if this trend is going to show another continuation here to the downside, in that case we need to look at this 22,000 range. So that's why 22,000 to 22,500 is definitely going to be looked as our next price objective for Bitcoin, because according to the dead cat bounce, just like even the past price action, not this one here, but from this top till the bottom line, if you reflect this target, we also came exactly at this target from the dead cat bounce, first dead cat bounce. And now if this is a second dead cat bounce scenario, then you can see the price in that case could be coming across 22,000 range before choosing a trend direction. So this is definitely a warning sign which is being flashed today. But also another big warning sign is from this CPR indicator. And those who have been following me for a while, you guys know I have been very clear. During an uptrend, the price must touch the monthly R1 line, this green line. We need to touch this monthly R1 line, because in the past price action, whenever we have lost or whenever we have failed to touch the R1 line, what has unfollowed after that? During an uptrend like this, price has always tested the monthly resistance line. We came even higher. You can see each and every time, even after this bigger shakeout, the price at the end still managed to touch the R1 line. Everything was looking good as long as we were touching the monthly R1 line. But here in 2021 November, when we failed to touch the monthly R1 line, what happened after that? The price after that started showing this corrective movement, and price never touched this R1 line. And here when we started showing this range bound and price also touched the monthly hour line, it was looking perfect. But when we failed to touch the next month hour line, what followed after that? A corrective price movement. Even if you look at this bigger picture, you can see in most of the cases the monthly hour line was always touched. The price usually touched the monthly hour line in an uptrend. But when we fail here in 2021 May, after that you can see the price started showing this corrective movement. So in our case, this is also a warning sign which is being flashed today. So if the price could surprise us, I mean with a move like this above 26,000 today before we close this monthly, then we are fine. But if we fail to touch this monthly hour line, then we have to be very careful, because in that case the price could be actually coming back to test the bottom CPI line, which is around 20,000, and also the top CPI line, which is around 22,000 range. So this is definitely going to be looked as a danger sign, since the price has failed to touch the monthly hour line. And also guys, also if you look at this price structure in a bit different way, I mean if you look at this as a broadening wedge, according to this megaphone pattern or a broadening wedge pattern, the price of Bitcoin is still holding the support from this 0.618, the golden pocket. Because in that case, right, in that case, if you look at this here in a bigger frame, we could still be forming a right shoulder. Because if this here is going to be playing out as an inverse head and shoulder, then this here could be our right shoulder. This is what we said. So in our case, if you look at this carefully, you can see the price of Bitcoin is still holding this Fibonacci golden pocket label. So if we still, right, if we still manage to remain above this 20,000 area, then maybe even after some shakeout, the price still has this probability to turn bullish like this. And not just only this one here, guys. If we say, hey, maybe it's just a retest around this previous temporary resistance line, because yesterday we talked about this one scenario which showed us there could be a retest just like here before price again starts breaking here to the upside. So in our case, since the price has already got rejection from this falling trend line, and we are exactly at this support area. So if this is going to be another support just like here from the past price action, and price after that is also going to turn bullish like this with some shakeout before breaking it to the upside, then we have to come across this rising trendline support area. So let's hope that price holds the support. Let's hope in general the price also remains above the key line of support 20,000. Yes, because if you look at this using rising trendline, if you look at this using this crypto buy sell indicator, you can see we are still above this cloud, or also above the lower line area from this rising wedge, which is going to be additional support around 23,000. So we know this 23,000 support is still there, but losing that means the price is clearly showing bearishness and also could be heading towards this 20,000 before choosing an actual trend duration like this, because the RSI here is also flashing a bearish divergence. So we have to be very, very careful. And in the worst case, we know, I mean, breaking below 20,000 means the price is going to continue towards the next area of confluence. In that case, we are going to form another lower low for Bitcoin, and also the psychology of market cycle will play out after this double top formation. Yes, here is also a double top before price started breaking it to downside. In our case, if the price has already failed to break out of the 25,000, if this is a clear rejection, this was the top, then we are also expecting a very similar move to play out like this before price chooses an actual trend direction. Now, before I conclude this video, I just want to make you guys aware that tomorrow we are going to get a new CPI for March month. Yes, March month CPI is going to be very, very important, and in general, March month has never been a good month for Bitcoin. So that's why tomorrow's video is going to be a very important video. So definitely watch it. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.